The Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dead's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from Constellation Field here in Sugar Land, Texas. Welcome to game number 80 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 7-game visit to Sugar Land, the Revs and the Skeeters. York coming off a big win on Travel Day last night. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry with you. Welcome to Revs Baseball. Another sunny, hot night here in the Lone Star State. And the Revs, on a grueling day for both teams yesterday, flew down here. So did the Skeeters. They were on the same flight. The Revs had the better of it. A 4-1 win last night. Logan Williamson was brilliant, going 7 innings, allowing 1 run. 4th win of the year, 25th of his Revs career, tying Frank Galey for 3rd in team history. And the Revs, with that 4-1 win, the bullpen finishing it, and they climbed to within a game and a half of Sugar Land for first place in the Freedom Division's second half. Now 9-7 is their second half record, winners of 3 straight, and overall now 41-38, which, if there were 2 wild cards, the Revs right now are tied for 4th in the overall standings with New Britain, which would be tied for a second wild card opening, and they are just 3.5 games back of Lancaster for that potential first wild card spot. The Skeeters 11-6 coming in tonight. And at home, they are a league best 34-10, but the Revs were the first team to beat them at home, doing so last night. First team to beat them in their home park since June 26th. That ended a 12-game winning streak that Sugar Land had here at their home field. Tonight, it'll be right-hander Dominic Severino, and he was excellent against the Skeeters 8 days ago, went 5 innings, giving up 2 hits, combining on a 1-0 win at home for the Revs. He's 4-5 with a 4.80 ERA. And for Sugar Land, left-hander Matt Gage makes the start here tonight. His Skeeters debut. He was signed about a week ago. And we'll see him, and expecting to see right-hander Dallas Beeler piggyback him. Beeler was signed just before the All-Star break and missed the All-Star game, but has been re-signed after a brief stint in the Kansas City Royals system. Expecting to see him get back in, piggybacking Gage, and coming out of the bullpen tonight. Coming up on our pregame show, we'll have some of the highlights from last night's win. We'll hear from Mace as well. Also, before the game today, we caught up with Junior Rincon, an interview that we will air probably tomorrow night, sometime at least, here on this visit in the next couple of days. But we ran the gamut with Mace on tonight's pregame once again. A lot to cover, so we'll have that conversation highlighted on our pregame this evening. First pitch is set for 7:05 Eastern, 6:05 here in Sugar Land on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Show your patriotism and Rev spirit with the new York Revolution Hat Pack. Get 6 undated ticket vouchers to use any way you'd like and 2 parking passes, plus an exclusive Revolution hat featuring the Revs logo in red, white, and blue. It's an exclusive design from York's own Legacy Athletic and one you can only get through this special offer. The Revs Hat Pack, 6 game ticket vouchers, 2 parking passes, and an exclusive Revolution baseball cap, all for just $75. Get yours while supplies last at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Anytime at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs and the Skeeters here tonight. Game 2 of the 7-game series, the longest ever between these two teams, and last night a big 4-1 win. Some of the highlights from that win: it was a late night for our listeners back home, and if you weren't tuned in last night, it was Henry Castillo giving the Revs the early lead in the 4th inning. Game was scoreless, and doing so in his 2nd game with the team. And he deals, and a swing and a high fly left field. Hawkins backs up, positions moving toward the line. Burgess tags. Here he comes, throw, airmails the plate. Burgess slides in. Both runners move up, and it's a sac fly for Henry Castillo the other way to left. And the Revs have struck first. It's 1-0. Now, an inning later, Sugarland would use 3 singles to tie it, but Alexi Casilla, a huge play to prevent them from ever going in front. The 2-2, runners fake, going on a grounder the other way. Casilla dives, he's got it to his feet, he fires just in time! What a play to save a run, and the inning is over. Williamson, a big fist pump, and Alexi with the play of the night so far. And there was some good defense last night. That was the best play. An inning later in the 6th, the Revs getting the lead right back. Travis Witherspoon reaching on a wild pitch on strike 3 of all things to keep the inning going, and the Revs would take advantage. Now delivers. Runner goes, and a line drive, base hit the other way for Castillo, and it rolls up the alley all the way back to the warning track. Witherspoon around to score, and Castillo to third. The relay beats him, but he slides in under the tag from Silverio. It's an RBI triple, and the Revs lead again 2-1 here in the top of the 6th. He is driven in both on the night here in his 2nd game with the team. Pitch to Cruz is sliced the other way. Base hit right field. Henry Castillo in to score, and Luis Cruz delivers and brings home another run. 3-1 York here in the top of the 6th. And the 7th, another guy swinging the bat well. Travis Witherspoon adding to it. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a line drive, hit deep in left center, in the gap, and it is one hopping off the wall. Mesa already at third. Polo sending him all the way. No throw home, and it's 4-1. Travis Witherspoon clobbers it to the gap in left center. An RBI double. One hopping off the wall, and the Revs do it with 2 outs again. And once again, it was a historic night in Revs history for Logan Williamson, tying Frank Galey for 3rd in wins. He was outstanding. Now Williamson ready. First pitch, he swings, pops it in the air, left field. Dotel back a step, waiting under it. He's got it. 7 innings in the books for Logan Williamson, who's been on his game here tonight. He's gone 7 for the first time since August 19th of last year. And the bullpen would nail it down. Grand Sides finishing it in the 9th. And he fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another high fastball and another strikeout to end it. Grand Side strikes out the side in the 9th inning, and the Revs win the opener of a 7-game stay here in Sugar Land by a final score of 4-1. What a game tonight. What a gem from Logan Williamson as the Revs spill into the victory formation in the infield. He is surrounded by a couple of his starting rotation mates. Mitch Atkins and Jonathan Sanchez, the first two around him, celebrating with Logan, who picks up his 4th win of the year, 25th of his Revs career. He has tied Frank Gailey for 3rd in Revs history. So with that win, Revs within a game and a half of first. They'll try to make it 2 in a row in Texas and 4 in a row overall here tonight. We'll check in with Mace on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report coming up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, big win last night here in the series opener at Sugar Land, and that was a great one to get. We often talk about the challenge of coming down here on travel day. What is it really like in the middle of the game for you, for the guys, as far as an energy standpoint and being focused on getting the job done?
Well, I mean, I think when you're winning, you have more energy sometimes, but we seem to do well when we come down here on the first game. I mean, the last time we were here, we came on 7 different flights and won that night too, so maybe it's something about coming down on Friday nights or something, but I just thought that was an important one to win, just to kind of set the tone like we talked about yesterday. We'll try to break this up into a 3-game series and a 4-game series. So, we're treating this as like a weekend series right now. And, it's always good to get the first one and then see what happens tonight. But I think winning 2 games before we came down here and being in the hunt and being relevant, my favorite word, we're relevant in the wild card. We're relevant in the standings for the division. So, I think that helps bring some energy and some enthusiasm too.
How great was Logan last night?
He was phenomenal. I wasn't expecting 7 innings in heat with the travel and everything, but I talked to him after the 6th inning, and he's like, Mace, I'm fine. I feel good, and he was in a good groove. We talk about the eye test all the time, and the eye test was there, and they really weren't getting solid contact on him either. But after the 7th inning, when I said that was enough, he really didn't fight me to stay in the game. So then immediately his game jersey was off here in the dugout. So he did a great job for us and ate up a lot of innings too.
Probably no better feeling for a pitcher than seeing a big hitter in the middle that wants to kill your stuff. You throw a cutter, you jam him, and then he's slamming his helmet in the dugout on the other side.
Yeah, it's always fun when our hitters do it too. They get frustrated with themselves, and I tried telling him, it's like, when you do that, that just makes the pitcher, it makes him more happy. It just really does. So sometimes you hear a lot of slamming and banging in the dugouts, but, he just, he had the stuff working. The one thing that I felt was a constant with Logan last night, he did not try to really overthrow anything. Sometimes he gets into that, I'm going to try to throw 100 mentality, and last night he was just nice and easy and letting the ball work, and he was sinking it and cutting it, and he was getting ahead of a lot of hitters and challenging them right away. So even after 7 innings, I think he only had maybe 83, 84 pitches. So that's really a great job by him, and we needed it for sure.
Now, this is a place where catchers are going to lose some weight, and you went from Cruz being one of the main guys to now being the guy with the main guy, with Clark going down and Tejeda for hopefully only a little bit, but he's really played well here, Luis, with extended time recently.
No, he has. I think he's going to try to, cherish and take advantage of the situation right now, and I'm sure in his mindset he's trying to make it where, hey, I'm not going to let Mace take me out of the lineup. I think that's just his approach right now, is that's his job to lose, and he's going to try to hang on to it the best he can.
With the bullpen last night, you used both Click and Rincon in the 8th inning. Do you look at just trying to get both of them back in with the long layoff that we've had?
Well, we had Click up throwing, just playing catch in the 6th inning, I think, and and then at the time the score's close, and I don't want Logan to really get a loss in that situation if he had pitched too well to do that. So we had Click hot, and normally in that situation, if I would not have had Click up prior to the 8th inning, we would probably went right to Rincon. But Michael was up. Michael's done a good job for us this year so far, and so we gave him a couple hitters, and when Courtney Hawkins came up, I just thought that was probably a good time to go to Rincon, and then of course he walked him. So, but anyways, I mean, you want to have your guys comfortable with their role, and right now Rincon is our 8th inning guy, and Sides is the 9th. But Grant battles that neck thing once in a while, and I was really hoping that if we could have got through the 8th inning with Click, I'd have probably just let Rincon finish the game yesterday. But we had to use Junior, and he threw more pitches than I was hoping he would, because I thought he'd get through just one hitter and be done. But then Grant came in and did his job. He was great. I think he had 3 strikeouts, and we made 1 error that inning. I think that's how it was, and so he closed it out, and now we'll just see what we can do tonight.
Yeah, are there some nights where Grant feels better than others, and is it noticeable to you the way that he's thrown?
Yes to both. Some days he comes in and says he feels great, and on other days when he says, no, I'm good to pitch, but you can tell like he'll start to cut his release point off a little early, and you'll start to see him pull the ball down into like a left-handed hitter's feet. He'll just kind of cut off that throwing motion, and I think on the days that it bothers him, it's harder for him to get that extension toward home plate. So when he has the great extension, his fastball's more alive, it has more jump on it, and he's way more accurate in the zone too. But so tonight going in, my anticipation would be, without talking to Fletch, because the pitchers are just getting their work in right now, I would say Grant would probably be down tonight because I've used him 2 days in a row. Rincon is somebody that says he would like to throw every day and could. I'm going to say he's probably going to be 50-50 because we've used him back-to-back days. So in our bullpen tonight, I would say those 2 guys would probably not be available going into the game, but we'll wait and see what Fletch has to say after he talks to them.
Lastly, you've got Dom tonight, and everything good this past week after, I know, starting the 6th a week ago, you saw a little grimace from him on a finish and got him out of there, but everything good with that?
Yeah, he's been fine since then. I think his goal is he wants to try to get through 7 innings here, because for some reason he's having a hard time getting into 7 or through 7, so I think that's a goal for him. And but we have to make sure that he's, it's one thing to get through 7 innings, but it has to be quality. And physically it has to be okay too, where it's not causing a problem. So if he throws the ball like he did last time out, yeah, we should be fine. You know, I mean, they're a right-handed dominant lineup, and you know he's a power right-handed pitcher. So we'll see who wins the battle tonight.
Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Matt Gage is set to go here tonight. Has thrown his final warm-up. Revs lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. Jared Mitchell in right field leads things off. Alexi Castillo at second base will hit second. Wellington Dotel in left field is batting third. Melky Mesa will DH and hit cleanup. Michael Burgess at first base hitting fifth. Ryan Dent, the shortstop, at sixth. Travis Witherspoon in center. Henry Castillo at third base tonight, and Luis Cruz catching. That is how it will line up for the Revs. Gage, the lefty, is ready. Mitchell is in there. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch tonight. It is on the outside corner. A called strike to get us started. 6:06 Central Time. Our first pitch here this evening. Gage making his Atlantic League debut. As he winds, kicks, and delivers. And a swing and a miss. A slider there to get ahead. Mitchell hitting at .265 coming in. Second in the league in runs, third in walks. It's 4 home runs. Here's the 0-2. And a slider away, just missed. Similar spot. Mitchell 1 for 4 last night. In the opener here in Texas. Revs are in the alternate navy jerseys again with the white and gold on the sleeves. Sugarland in black with white and blue stripes. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He stayed with that slider 3 pitches in a row. And after a fastball to get ahead of Mitchell, Gage strikes him out on sliders. Skeeters in black jerseys with white and blue stripes under the Sugarland lettering across the chest. Here's Alexi with 1 away. Gage, 25 years old. He had been in the Giants system earlier this year. First pitch to Casilla is bounced foul back behind the plate. Starts another hitter with a fastball, and he kept it down. Casilla only able to top it. Comes in 6th in the league in hitting, .321, 7 for 14 the last 5. Last night, 1 for 2 with 3 walks and a stolen base. It's the 0-1, and it misses down low, snuck under the glove of Derek Norris, who catches tonight. Casillas reached base multiple times in 6 straight games. It's been an on-base machine of late. 1-1, and that misses high and away. Gage pretty deliberate on his wind-up little pause on the leg lift. Does not look like he's trying to overthrow it at all. Very under control. The 2-1, and it misses up and away. He was at AA and AAA with the Giants earlier this year, Richmond and Sacramento. As a starter, combined to go 4-9, ERA near 5.5. He'd been in the Giants system his whole career. As he winds, delivers, and a swing and a foul back over the roof, 3-2. The 10th round pick back in 2014 out of Siena College in the Albany area. He's from Albany, New York. All 5 pro seasons in the Giants system, making it to AAA. And now ready. He winds, lifts, fires home, and a swing and a miss. A cutter up in the zone gets Casilla. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the night. Gage going with the old school high stirrup look. And with 2 down. Here is Wellington Dotel. Dotel 9th in the league in batting, 309, with York hitting 325. A tough night last night. 3 Ks, 0 for 4. Did reach on a walk, but the night before, 4 for 7 in the doubleheader, a homer and a triple. And he takes all the way. First one missed just below the knees. Played on tonight is John Sevier. Chris Cervantes at first. Eric Davis is at third base. On the line from Gage, here's the 1-0. And a swing and a foul over the first base roof. Our game time temp tonight, 99 degrees, sunny. Heat index is 106. Flags are not moving at all at the moment. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. As Gage winds, kicks, delivers, and a ground ball punched to second, got in on Dotel. Jansanti's got it, throws to first. Chavez didn't get a great look at that throw. He ducked a little bit, but makes the catch on the throw from his second baseman. 1-2-3, top of the first for Matt Gage, and at the end of a half inning, it's the Revs nothing, the Skeeters coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
No score. Revs went down in order in the top half. Dominic Severino ready to go, making the start here in the bottom half of the first inning. Skeeters lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. It'll be Barrett Barnes in center field leading off. Juan Silverio, the third baseman, is hitting second. Anthony Jansanti at second base is in the 3-hole. Courtney Hawkins cleaning up. He's in left. And it's Matt Chavez at first base hitting fifth. Albert Cordero will DH and hit sixth. Derek Norris catching, batting seventh. Dennis Phipps in right field will hit eighth. And Alvaro Rondon at short is batting ninth. And Barnes digs in, crosses himself as he stands in tight to home plate. He crowds it. Severino's first pitch is drilled but foul. Barnes hammering the first one over a concession stand building out behind the left field corner, behind that last section of seats in the corner. And it's allowed for a strike. He hit one like that that was foul later in the game last night. Here's the 0-1, and he swings, grounds it to short. Dent backhands it, pumps and fires, and got him. One away. As that one bounced once, took a second hop, and Dent backhanding a short hop on the second carom. He handles it cleanly. Dent had last night off. Didn't play game 2 of Thursday's doubleheader, but he did play game 1 and homered in that game. So back-to-back games off, but only one night off. Here's Juan Silverio. And he looks at a first pitch strike. Silverio hitting .308. Couple home runs, 3 driven in. That is in 7 games played. The pitch to him, breaking ball down low. Playing in his 8th game since signing with Sugar Land here tonight. Severino with the pitch. And a ground ball left side. This one will get through. Over to Dent's right and through the hole, a base hit. Silverio, a 1-out base runner. Dom coming in, 4-5, 4.80 ERA in 15 outings, 14 starts. He will give up some hits, 69 in the 3rd innings, 81 hits. Opponents hitting .292, but low walk totals, about 1 per start. 15 walks, 38 Ks. Coming off a good one against Sugar Land his last time out. 5 innings, scoreless, 2 hits. Didn't strike out any. He pitched to contact. Here's Jansanti, who shows bunt, takes a strike. But Severino, who in the previous start was roughed up by Long Island and perhaps impacted by a muscle spasm that he had in his back, he kind of had a strange landing on a pitch early in the 6th inning last Friday. Grimaced, and Mace got him out of there right then. He did give them 5 innings coming back from a rough one, so they were happy with that. Pitch here, runner goes, and Jansanti bounces a foul off the wall past the Revs dugout, 0-2. And Lincoln Juice Gums, the third base coach, he will have to get some running in all the way down the left field line to go retrieve that foul ball. It's an underrated factor in minor league games that there is no ball girl or ball boy down the line, so it's one area where pace of play is not helped in the minor leagues. Fielders have to go grab it. There's the stretch, the 0-2, and it misses down low. Jansanti on a cold spell of late, 154 the last 10, but overall hitting .283, 3rd in the league in home runs with 13, and only Courtney Hawkins and Blake Galen with 17 apiece have hit more. I'll move to first. Diving back is Silverio. Severino's first 2 starts against Sugar Land, he struggled. He was coming off the illness when he pitched down here in early June. Took the loss, 4 2/3, 6 runs, 5 earned. Now sets and fires, and a swing and a floater, shallow center. Spoon coming in. It's going to land in front of him. Silverio read it, turns and heads to third. Throw there is close, but he slides in. And it's 1st and 3rd with 1 out. A bloop base hit. Spoon faked the catch. Silverio didn't buy it. Rounding second. Didn't fall for the fake. Spoon had Jansanti played to pull, rightfully so. And he dumped it in shallow center toward right center a few steps. A good throw from Witherspoon. Castillo putting the tag down toward the feet of Silverio, but he just got in. 1st and 3rd for Courtney Hawkins. No score here in the 1st, but Sugar Land threatening. And Severino the pitch, swing and a miss. Now his other start against Sugar Land at home, July 3rd, 3 innings, 5 runs, 4 earned. He was rudely greeted in his first start back from the rib issue with an Albert Cordero 1st inning grand slam. But again, he got revenge on them to an extent last week. No decision, but went 5 scoreless. Runner goes from first, pitch is low. Cruz throws it down, and Castillo makes a diving catch, but it's a stolen base. Diving play from Alexi. He knew he absolutely had to keep that ball in the infield or a run would score, and he laid out as the throw tailed behind him. But it is a steal for Jansanti, who ran with 1st and 3rd. He's got his 18th steal of the year. Double play opportunity goes away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hawkins. The league leader in runs batted in, who asked for time at the plate. He's tied for the lead in home runs with 17, leads in RBIs with 61. Second and third, 1 out. Severino's 4th start against Sugar Land, 2nd in this park. Pitch, it is just outside. 2-1. Early in the year, Hawkins hitting for power but not for average, but now he's doing both. He's up to 285 at the plate. It's been hot the last month plus. 386 his last 33 games. He swings here, hits it high in the air, left center, spoon over with the shades on, makes the catch fairly deep. It'll score a run. Throw goes in toward third base. A sac fly for Hawkins as Silverio tags and comes home, and it's 1-0. Now Hawkins, a breaking ball, a little bit up, kept him in the park, but he gets the job done of bringing home a run. 62nd run batted in. Sac fly to fairly deep left center. Runner at second now with 2 outs, 1-0. Sugar Land leads. And here is Matt Chavez, who's 4th in the league and batting .327. He's got 6 homers, 44 driven in. 3 looks back, first pitch, runner goes, and it's hit on the ground to short. Dent to his right, gets square to it, throws to first, and the inning is over. As Jansanti tried to take third on the first pitch, Severino gets Chavez to ground out, though, on the first pitch. 1 run in the inning, 2 hits, 1 man left. And we've played 1 tonight here in Sugar Land. It's 1-0 Skeeters.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
I'm a meal delivery engineer, you know, a server, and I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu. Except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
The second inning tonight, 1-0, Sugar Land on top. Sac fly from Courtney Hawkins. Matt Gage went 1-2-3 in the first inning in his Atlantic League debut. As Malky Mesa leads things off here in the second inning. Skeeters infield plays him to Poole. Second baseman way up the middle, Jansanti. And the first pitch is down and in, ball 1. Mesa DHing tonight, 5th in the league in hitting, .323. Thompson slugging, .522, 10 home runs. 1-0. And he swings, bounces it back to Gage. He's got it, lobs it to first. Chavez catches it off the bag and then steps on first before Mesa arrives. One away. That's one where Gage looked like he really got the hitter early in the count on a pitcher's pitch. It was down. He got Mesa to go down a little bit, probably more so than he wanted to early in a count. Gage has retired the first 4 that he's faced. And here is Michael Burgess Sr. hitting at .233. Does have 11 home runs. 38 knocked in. And the pitch, it is a fastball over for a strike. Gage in his minor league career, 27 and 34, 4.03 ERA. Kicks, delivers, and a swing and a miss on a cutter away. He's 6'4", 240. Born in Johnstown, New York, 25 years old. Now kicks and fires, and a breaking ball fouled back against the netting. He was officially signed last Friday. Last year, an Eastern League All-Star with Double-A Richmond. He fires, look out, up and in. Burgess bends back, ducking out of the way of some chin music. Last year at Richmond, 4-4, 2.88 ERA and 13 starts. Enjoyed being a flying squirrel. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a tapper softly toward the first base line. Gage is over. Barehand pickup and the throw to first just in time to get Burgess hustling down the line. You can see the heavy first base line chalk flying up off his cleats. He was digging hard trying to leg out a hit on that swinging bunt. But Gage comes over to handle it. Revs have not touched him yet. Basically, struck out the first 2, and the last 3 have made weak contact. He's retired his first 5 tonight. Here's Ryan Dent, who will try to change that. Homered in his last start, game 1 of Thursday's doubleheader. First pitch, he swings, lines it to left center field, and he's got a hit here. Barnes over to play it on a hop, and fires in quickly, but Dent with a single. First pitch swinging, and the Revs have their first base runner of the evening. Tomorrow night, another 7:05 Eastern start, on at 6:45 again. Then for the rest of the week down here, beginning Monday, we'll be back to 8:05 Eastern, 7:45 air times. Here's Witherspoon, up to 260, 4 homers, 19 driven in. First pitch is a cutter inside, a called strike. He was backing up. The Revs down 1-0 here in the second. Spoon 2 for 5 with an RBI double and a run scored last night. The night before that, a walk-off single. The 0-1, and it's a called strike. On the outer part of the zone this time. Ahead 0-2, he's ready, he deals, and missed high with it, a fastball. Mentioned Gage went to Siena College, so did Anthony Jansanti, but they were not on the same team. The stretch, couple looks at first, the pitch, it is swung on and missed. A cutter away, gets Witherspoon swinging, and 3 strikeouts through 2 innings for Gage. He gives up just the 2-out single to Dent and leaves a runner. We go to the bottom half of the second inning here in Texas. The Skeeters lead 1-0.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gaush. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
One nothing. Sugarland leads it. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, Gage has looked good early. Severino had second and third, one out in the first inning, only allowed the one run on the sac fly. And back to work with Albert Cordero leading things off. He is DHing tonight. Switch hitter batting at .291, 10 home runs, 44 driven in. He's having a career season offensively. First pitch of the inning is down low, and he's been hot of late. Last 10 games hitting .359. One-0 and a swing and a miss. He waves at a changeup away. Good pitch from Severino to even things up. Dom in his second pro season, and he has more than held his own in this league this year and last year. Pitch is swung on, fly to left, toward the line. Dotel shading his eyes, hard charging toward the corner, and he's got it. Steps over into foul ground. Not a ton of room down there, but he makes the play for out number one. He had just crossed the line, and at full speed on the sprint, he runs it down. One down here in the bottom of the second inning. I said how Severino, second-year pro, has more than held his own. At times he has been dominant in his first full Atlantic League season. Here's Derek Norris, who looks at a strike outside corner. Really have been just two rough starts, both against Long Island, that have inflated the ERA. Otherwise, he'd be under 4 if not for those two. It's the 0-1, and that's down low. Another good one last time out, the 5 scoreless. He's 24 years old. Pitch, it is in the dirt outside. 2 balls and a strike to Norris. He's hitting .252, 7 home runs, 34 driven in. He's 4th in the league in walks. He's got a big league eye at the plate. The 2-1, and he swings, bounces a foul over by the Revs dugout. Sugar Land team tops in the league in batting, 275, runs scored, home runs with 80. Also walks, on base, doubles, extra base hits. There's the wind, the pitch, and it misses down low, 3-2. And this is not a great hitter's park. But we saw what they could do in York last weekend. There's the payoff pitch and a swing and a dribbler foul, first base side. The Revs beat them behind Dom's start, 1-0 in the opener last weekend. Then they had 7 home runs combined in Sunday's doubleheader. 5 in the first game, which tied their record. As Norris cracked his bat, heading over for some new lumber. But then coming down here last night after Sugar Land put up some hefty totals at New Britain for 3 games. They won 2 out of the 3. Coming down here last night, Logan Williamson and company shut him down in a series opener again. Severino the pitch. And a grounder foul down the third base line. So full count, and again, Norris, who's been among league leaders in walks, makes Severino continue to throw strikes to him. Norris, a Major League All-Star back in 2014 with the A's. That All-Star game played at Target Field in Minnesota. He was in the majors just last year with Tampa Bay. Pitch to him, swings, and fouls off another one straight back.
Not for a game, no. No, not for a game.
Originally a 4th-round pick of the Nationals back in 07. He was Kansas's Gatorade Player of the Year. He was drafted out of high school. Native of Goddard, Kansas. The pitch swings and grounds it to short. Dent waits on it, has it cleanly, and he'll fire to first, little high, but Burgess stretches up and stays on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. And that'll bring up Dennis Phipps. Skeeters up 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning tonight. Phipps has been hot. First pitch, breaking ball, waved out and missed. Dom had him fooled on that. It was well early on it. Phipps at 273, 7 home runs. There's the 0-1. And he tried to check on a changeup down low, and he went on that, says the plate John Sevier. Last 7 games for Phipps, 10 for 20, hitting .500. 0-2, and he swings, grounds it through the wickets and up the middle. Severino punches his glove, frustrated, either with missing the ball or maybe with missing his spot. And a 2-out, 2-strike single. He was ahead 0-2 and had him fooled in the first 2 that were both off speed. They tried to go fastball with 2 strikes, and I assume they wanted it off the plate away, but Phipps was able to reach it and hit it up the middle right between the legs. So if nothing else turns the lineup over, here is Rondon rounding out the order. In there from the left-hand box, first pitch, misses high. Rondon hitting at 275, no homers, 30 driven in. Has struggled a bit lately, 2 for 17 the last 6, but RBI single did provide their only run last night. Throw to first as Phipps is back standing. The stretch from Severino. The 1-0. And a swing and a liner the other way, but foul as that one hops the wall padding where it curls in that last section of seats. Dent will come over and make it a souvenir for somebody. Uh-oh, the kid dropped it. And Dent will give him another chance. Underhanded it to Dad, who gives it to the kid. Ball and a strike on Rondon. Played in the American Association last year. Pitch. He bunts, and Severino off the mound toward third. A fadeaway throw in the dirt, and Burgess can't pick it. Phipps will break for third and jog down to third base. First and third with 2 outs. The inning continues. And Rondon, who's second in the league in sack bunts with 9, bunts for what'll probably be a base hit and an error. And Severino coming over, it is a bunt hit and an error, coming over slightly toward third, picked it up, never got set to really step into a good hard throw. He was off balance and dumped it in the dirt. Burgess often will make that scoop, but this time unable to do so. So first and third, the inning continues for Barrett Barnes at the top of the lineup. And the first pitch misses up high, got under a changeup. Barnes a ground out to short, his first time up. Rondon, he's got 19 steals. He is a threat to run. Been caught only 4 times. There he goes. Pitch is a fastball strike. Cruz will fake a throw. Middle infield didn't even head over to cover. Faked the throw, looked at third to see if Phipps bit on it. He did not. Yeah, and the Skeeters with their second stolen base in a first and third situation in as many innings tonight. So now second and third. Ball and a strike on Barnes. He's been hot himself. 1-1. Swing and a miss. As Severino went off speed to him. Barnes the last 6 games, .333 at the plate with 4 home runs. He's driven in 7 in those 6. Overall hitting .257, but 5th in the league and on base. Here's the stretch. The 1-2. And in the dirt, blocked by Cruz. Got both knees down in front of that changeup. Two and two. It's 1-0 Sugarland here in the second inning. Severino trying to keep it right there. Base hit could quickly make it 3-0. Here's the stretch. The 2-2. And a swing and a floater foul. Burgess will give chase from first, but that lands about 10 rows deep as he hustled over from first base. Severino from New Haven, Connecticut, originally, now lives in Cheshire, Connecticut. Grew up a Yankees fan. A lot of Yankee fans in that area. Now he's ready. Another 2-2. And a swing and a pop-up. Cruz will give it a look. Straight back to the netting. And it got upstairs. As that one carried back, not only behind the screen, but over the roof as well. Or at least up above us into the skybox level. Bit of an overhang here. Now Barnes making him work, and for Severino, it has been a bit of a laborious first 2 innings here in this heat. Now looks in and ready again. and delivers. Missed low with the fastball. Count goes full. Juan Silverio is on deck. He's been swinging a pretty good bat. Here's the stretch from Dom. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Foul tip held on to as he went to a 3-2 hook. And Barnes was gearing up for the fastball, didn't get it, and struck out swinging. Big K there. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left in scoring position. We go to the third, still only a 1-0 Sugar Land lead.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit pseccu.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Summer started off hot, and it's only going to get hotter at York Mitsubishi. Sales Manager Doug Sprankle here. Our Not a Zip Zilch program was so successful last month that we're keeping it going in July, making it even better. Remember, it's all about paying 0 finance charges over 72 months on new Mitsubishis, like the all-new Eclipse Cross, 7-passenger Outlander, and Outlander Sport. And just added on the Outlander and Outlander Sport an additional $1,000 in down payment assistance. Plus, no payments for 90 days. And don't forget about the great gas-sipping, best-selling Outlander PHEV plug-in hybrid, rated at an amazing 74 miles per gallon equivalent. York Mitsubishi is still giving out top dollar for all trade-ins, and we want to approve everyone for credit. More stuff for less money and almost twice the warranty of the competition. It's only at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishis always cost less. Come check us out at yorkmitsubishi.com.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the third, 1-0. Sugar Land leads. Big strikeout, though, from Severino to strand 2. In the second, Henry Castillo leads off, takes a big rip. Came up empty on the first pitch from Matt Gage. Castillo 2 for 6 with a double and a triple in his first 2 games with York. Sack fly last night as well. Here's the 0-1, and he swings and misses. A fastball from Gage. Castillo drove in his first 2 runs with York last night. Both gave the Revs the lead. Sack fly in the 4th, RBI triple in the 6th. 0-2, and a swing and a foul tip into the mitt of Derek Norris. High fastball gets him, and Gage with 4 strikeouts here in the early going. Yeah, it is also a tough time of night for the hitters, starting at 6:05 locally. The shadows right now are getting right to the area at the front of the mound, so as soon as a pitcher lets go of it, the ball gets darker. And you've got the glare of the sunlight off the ads and the batter's eye and everything in the outfield. Here is Luis Cruz. First pitch breaking ball, catches the inside corner for a strike. Cruz, the last 3 games that he's played, 5 for 11. He's hitting .233 now with a home run. 0-1, and he swings and misses. A cutter from Gage. He tried to clobber that one. Last night, Cruz 1 for 4 with an RBI hit in the series opening win. Gage, the 0-2. And a swing and a chopper right side. Chavez from first gloves. He's going to need help and a foot race. Gage is not on the bag according to the first base ump, Chris Cervantes. Cruz is safe at first. And a one-out base runner. A chopper that was well off the line. Chavez from first came over. Jansanti, that's a drawback of where he plays up the middle so much against right-hand hitters playing them to pull. He had zero chance on that play. Normal alignment, the first baseman might even stay home on that and let the second baseman come over. But Chavez had to get way off the bag to handle it. Gage lunging was a step ahead of Cruz, but apparently never got on the bag. And here's Mitchell, who lays off a little high. And because of that, it's not an error, it is an infield hit for Cruz. Revs with their second hit here in the early going tonight. They trail it 1-0. Pitch to Mitchell, swings, drives it toward right center. That's going to get down for a hit. Cruz will round second, heading to third. Barnes throw on two, hops, and he's in. A head-first slide. Holds the back corner of the bag with his left hand, and a great job going first to third. It is first and third with one out. Now Mitchell, when it left the bat from this vantage point with the glare, I thought he drove it more to the gap. He got it off the end a little bit. It dropped down for a single in front of Barnes, but Cruz, what a job going first to third. He never slowed down. And the Revs catcher gambles and makes the aggressive play happen. Close at third, but he went in hard. And went in head first, and here's Castillo trying to tie it up. Skeeters at double play depth. Alexi a strikeout his first time. First move is to first base, and Mitchell's back standing. The Revs now getting more of a look at Gage. And trying to cash in on this opportunity. Another throw to first. Mitchell back again. Mitchell tied for third in the league now, 23 steals. Includes 8 over his last 9 games. Now home with it, and Castillo shows bunt. Breaking ball misses high. Revs last night did strand 12 base runners in the win. It was one shy of matching a season high, but won the game 4-1. Now the throw to first again. Mitchell back standing. Gage slowing things down, trying to get them on their heels a little bit, at least on the bases with Mitchell, if nothing else. Now the stretch. 1-0. Castillo again shows bunt, and Gage misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. He's probably bluffing to show it twice in a row with a runner at third, but does have Silverio charging pretty hard in from third base. Revs down 1-0, looking to answer back. Here's the 2-0, and it's upstairs. Gage missed badly as he mutters to himself, now behind 3-0. That time Alexi, no sign of a bunt. He was taking all the way. The Revs with Dotel on deck as they get into the heart of the order. The stretch from the lefty, the 3-0, and he swings, drives it high in the air in center. It's going to be caught, but it's going to tie the game. Barnes over into left center, medium deep. He's got it. Cruz will tag and come home easily. And a sac fly for Alexi Castillo ties the game 1-1. A little surprise when you see him, a guy that works the count so well, swing 3-0, but he had a good look at Gage, knew what he wanted to look for, And you may not get a better pitch to swing at. He got one up that he could elevate and make sure that he got that run in from third, and he did. So here's Dotel. Mitchell at first, 2 outs. And Gage will toss over again. Mitchell back standing. If you get a fat one to hit, you might also do even more damage there. So Castillo picked his spot to swing away. Does get the tying run home. There's the pitch to Dotel. He tries to bunt his way on and apparently missed it. It's blocked over to the right by Norris, not fouled. Mitchell goes to second. They're going to appeal to first to see if Dotel pulled back in time. And Chris Cervantes says that he did. So it's a ball. There was no foul, and there was no offer on the bunt shown. Ball 1, and Mitchell to second on a wild pitch. Now a base hit could put the Revs in front. One our score. Pitch to Dotel. It's a breaking ball, sits a little high, and he'll operate on 2-0 here. Grounded out to second his first time. He got jammed by the lefty. Barnes in center playing him shallow. A chance to throw on a hit. The 2-0. And he swings, loops a foul straight back. Mitchell with great speed, though, even with Barnes playing shallow. I don't know how much of a chance he would have to make a throw. No matter how shallow he plays with Mitchell being the runner. Now Dotel asks for time and backs out. At the beginning of the night, there was no movement from the flags. Now there's a breeze in from right, which there usually is here. It was listed at 9 miles per hour tonight. 2-1, and a breaking ball missed away. No bullpen activity yet. Gage, we understand, would be piggybacked by Dallas Beeler, who was starting here before the Royals signed him, and he's now back. But Gage doesn't need build-up. He had been starting in the Giants system before being released. Just didn't know how soon they would go to Beeler tonight. The 3-1, and a ground ball toward the middle, but right there, Jan Santee. He gloves, throws to first, and the inning is over. And this time, the second baseman playing basically straight up the middle on a right-hand hitter. It does pay off. Revs score 1 in the inning. And they do it on 2 hits, 1 man left, tied at 1 as we go to the home half of the third.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee, or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee, or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. SIPC.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs have tied it up. First pitch swinging. Juan Silverio drives it deep left field, and it is gone. A home run on the first pitch in the bottom of the third inning. And the game wasn't tied for long. Sugarland back on top. It's 2-1. Severino trying to get ahead first pitch. And Silverio on it. His third home run in 8 games since signing. And Dotel backed up, faked having a chance to play it, turned, and it stayed up there just above a little LED board that they've got with the pitcher's stats above the manual scoreboard. Here's Jan Santi. He lays off low, ball 1. And it hit the concrete on the other side in the front of the picnic deck there, bounced up under the tent on their picnic plaza in left field. Pitch is low, ball 2. There's a pool behind there. I don't think you can even see the game from, well, maybe you can if you're not in the water. But a pool behind the picnic area. The 2-0. And a swing and a chopper to short. Dent shading his eyes, gloves it, slings it across to get him. 1 down. Left side of the field dealing with the setting sun, even in the infield on that chopper. 1 down here in the bottom of the third inning. And some of the pitchers, after getting their work in early in the day, like to visit that pool during pregame. Here's Courtney Hawkins. First pitch curve, and that stays a little high. Broke back, but stayed up. Hawkins a sac fly in the first inning. Here's the 1-0. Check swing, and he went. As Severino kept it down out of the zone, Hawkins couldn't lay off. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, fastball down and away. As Silverio now has scored both of their runs. The home run here back in the first, Hawkins' sac fly brought their 2-hole hitters, Silverio, home. The 2-1 and a half swing. Hawkins committed on it, 2-2. Another good breaking ball down out of the zone. Severino with the pitch, and that's low, 3-2. Home run, the 7th that he's given up this year. Not an overly high number for the number of innings he's worked. He does a good job of keeping it down. Here's the payoff pitch, and a swing and a pop-up. And in the middle of the infield, Dent coming in, charging hard to the mound, and he's got it, running right over the pitcher's mound. And Ryan Dent on a dead sprint gets there for out number 2. That's his fault for calling it as early as he did. It was right at the back of the mound, and he caught it as his feet crossed onto the dirt of the pitcher's mound, and then he ran right up the slope and right over it. Kept his balance. Well, a shortstop, if you can get to it, that is the take charge position in the infield. And he did get there, 2 away. He was waving off Castillo on the way. He could have perhaps gotten there as well. Here's Matt Chavez, who lays off a curveball inside. Severino's retired both hitters after the home run. 2-1, Sugarland leading here in the third inning. The 1-0. And a swing and a ball, sliced foul the other way. Oh, man, it hits the stairs next to the railing down at the end in right field. And a young fan didn't know which way to go and just ducked, hoping it would miss her. And it did. It hit the steps. I think she saw it coming, but either way, fortunately, it hit the stairs. The pitch. And a ground ball rolled over to third. Henry Castillo up cleanly, throws high, and overshoots Burgess, and it hops up off the sidewall and into the stands, and the inning continues. And Castillo, who's played a good short his first two nights, first chance at third base tonight, and uncorked a high one, and is guilty of his first error with York. And they have such a small wall down the sides at the end of the dugout. It's quite a bit shorter than what we have in York. And it bounced, glanced off of it, hopped up into the stands and out of play. Revs with their second error of the night. And here is Albert Cordero, runner at second, 2 outs. Severino having to refocus. Inning not over yet. First pitch, breaking ball is low. Cordero fouled out to left, his first at bat. Now looks in, has his signal from Cruz. And the 1-0. That's a called strike. Like a slider from Dom to get over. Lights are on here at Constellation Field. This place will be rocking late into the night. They have a post-game country concert here. 1-1, and it's lined the other way toward the corner and left, but foul. That hits the railing on the fly up above the corner and left. Rattles into some picnic seats and back out onto the field. Dotel will toss it up to a fan. And it is 1-2. 2-1 Sugarland here in the bottom of the third inning. Severino trying to work past a 2-out error and make that a moot point. He's ready. And the pitch. Swing, and it's sliced the other way, and just fouled down the line in left. This one close, but it landed a foot, maybe 2 feet foul, as Cordero sliced that one the other way and took aim at the chalk. And Dotel makes another friend in left field, providing a souvenir. And he will stay really tight to the line, playing the other way defensively after those last 2 swings. He's as far over as I've ever seen a left fielder right now. Severino ready, and the pitch. Up and in, a fastball, trying to not let Cordero get too comfortable. It's going the other way on the last 2 fouls. Good time to come in. Try to keep him on his heels a bit. 2-2. Severino the stretch. They set up in the pitch. It is a jam shot grounder to second base. Right there, Alexi hardly had to move. He'll throw to first, and the inning is over. Now, the 2-out error is left out there. But Juan Silverio in the first pitch of the inning goes yard. Sugarland back on top. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We'll go to the 4th tonight. Skeeters lead 2-1.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Two to one, Sugarland leads at the end of 3 tonight. Out of the fourth inning, Malky Mesa will lead it off for York. Revs tied it on a Castillo sac fly last inning, but Sugarland back in the lead. The Juan Silverio home run. Mesa in there, infield again, plays to pull. First pitch is laced foul out in front and rockets it into the seats and left. Right over the outstretched hand of a guy that brought his glove and was unable to use it on that shot. Bounced back toward Polo on the field. Mesa grounded back to the pitcher his first time. As Gage lifts the legs, strides, and a swing and a foul tip back to the netting. It's 0-2. The Skeeters probably play more infield pull defenses than anybody in the league. Not the overshift, but Jansanti wears out a spot playing straight up the middle from second base when righties are up. Pitch to Mesa, strike three called. Right there, and he knew it. He was looking for something else. And we've seen Gage do that a handful of times tonight. Pitch a hitter backwards, off speed early, then sneak a fastball. And he has his fifth strikeout of the game. And here is Michael Burgess. Burgess trying to leg out a swinging bunt his first time, but Gage came over to handle it. Take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Game's a little bit further along back in the east. First pitch, breaking ball is over for a strike. Lancaster's not having a very good night. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Fastball there. The ice cream is melting. New Britain has a 7-0 lead in Lancaster in the sixth. Out hitting the Barnstormers 11-3. Rainey Lara scoreless through 5. The pitch. Burgess swings and misses. On a slider down and away, Gage got him to reach out of the zone, and he strikes out back-to-back hitters. 6 on the night, 2 down here in the fourth. New Britain got to Brooks Hall for 6 runs in 5 innings. Davidson Romero is 4 for 4, and it's only the 6th inning. 7-0, New Britain. Somerset leads the Road Warriors 4-1 in the third. Here's Ryan Dent. First pitch, he swings, breaks his bat, thumbs it on the ground down to third. Silverio's got it, throws it across, and the side retired. Dent singled on the first pitch his first time up, but a broken bat ground out on the first pitch this time. And a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. Sugarland 2, York 1.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Two to 1, Sugarland leads. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Roger Craig is the country performing artist tonight, by the way. Their post-game concert here set up in the Bud Light Ice House in right center. They have a stage set up already. I don't know what happened to the Bud Light. I hope they moved it. Norris leads off. First pitch is down low, a breaking ball from Severino. Norris a ground out to short, his first time. Protect the Bud Light. Here's the 1-0, and it's line foul past Juice Gums coaching at third. 7, 8, 9 in the order. Norris, Phipps, and Rondon. We were detailing our York Mitsubishi Atlantic League scoreboard. One other game, Southern Maryland leads Long Island 3-1 in the fifth. There's the wind, the pitch, and it misses outside. Severino kind of rolls his eyes, looking in toward the plate, and that's one that he wanted. Cruz having a chat with the plate on John Sevier afterward. Now the 2-1, and it misses away. I wonder if Derek Norris just got a Major League veteran benefit of the strike zone on a close pitch. I would not doubt it. Now the 3-1. And it missed low. Leadoff walk to start the inning. Norris 4th in the league in walks. It is the 44th that he has drawn this year. The first issued by Severino tonight. And here is Dennis Phipps, who singled his first time. Now you're likely aware that the Revs are only a game and a half back in the division. In the overall standings, they're positioned well. Norris runs first pitch. Phipps swings and misses. The throw from Cruz is just a little off. Stolen base for Norris, who picked a curveball to run on. Phipps fanned on it. Strike one, but Norris steals his 4th bag of the year in 4 tries. And Cruz got rid of it, kind of short-hopped it, though, to the shortstop side. Castillo made a slick pick on it, but reached back and couldn't get the tag on in time. As the 0-1 to Phipps, swinging a comebacker. Severino looks back at Norris, throws to first, and there's one away. So that equalizes things a little bit after a steal. Now they get one out with Norris not moving up. And a sharp, low to the ground ball. Severino reaching down in his follow through to pick it. Look back at Norris, who didn't go all the way back. He was daring Severino to try to throw, but Dom did his job and got the out at first. One down. Here is Alvaro Rondon. 2-1 Sugarland in the 4th. And the pitch, a swing and a ground ball pulled right side. Alexi cuts it off to his left, wheels and throws to first. On the spin, Norris to third with 2 away. Couple quick outs, though, on the ground after the leadoff walk. They got in on Rondon, who rolled it over to second. And Alexi cutting it off, ranging way to his left, spun and threw to first. 2 outs. Here is Barrett Barnes back at the top of the order. Tonight he is grounded to short and struck out. Stretch from Severino. First pitch, fastball. It's a called strike on the outside corner. Two to 1 Sugarland, trying to keep it a 1-run game. And now set, the 0-1. And in the dirt to the backstop, and it stays back there, and Norris will score standing without a play, 3-1. A wild pitch in the dirt, got by Cruz, who spikes it on the ground over toward the Revs dugout in disgust, as the new ball had already been given to Dom. And he got absolutely 0 bounce back. It stayed back there against the backstop, didn't budge. And Norris scoring easily. So it is 3-1. Pitch to Barnes is hit deep in left field. Dotel is back, and he's got just enough room in front of the fence, just to the side of the home run porch and the manual scoreboard wall. Made the play with his back almost against the padding. And Barnes came close to making it 4-1, but the Skeeters do score without a hit in the inning. Leadoff walk, a steal, and after a ground out moved him, the wild pitch scored him. Nobody left on. We go to the 5th, Sugarland 3, York 1.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Head of the fifth, 3-1 Sugarland leads. Frustrating run for Dom to give up, but kept Barnes in the park. And now the Revs will look to answer back. Witherspoon leads off the fifth. Here's Matt Gage's first pitch of the inning. It's over for a strike. Witherspoon a strikeout his first time tonight. On the wind from the lefty, the 0-1. And a half swing he went on a high fastball, couldn't stop. We were starting to mention the Revs' overall standing before that run scored, and they're only a game and a half out in the division, but overall position well. Here's the 0-2, and a called third strike. Two-seamer that started in. Witherspoon jumped back, and it ran back and scraped the corner. He is rung up. Strikeout number 7 on the night for Gage. The Revs entering play tonight 3.5 behind Lancaster for the top wild card position, and the Barnstormers are getting smoked at home by New Britain. And the Revs are tied with New Britain for the second wild card spot. And this year there could be 2. Here's Henry Castillo. First pitch is down low. If the playoffs started today, there would be 2. And the Revs and Bees are 2 games in front of Long Island for the final wild card potential spot. There's the 1-0, and that's inside way in. I don't know how it missed his legs, but it did. As Castillo started to flinch the hands and stopped when he realized it was running so far in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Here's the 2-0, and it just missed down and away. Well, the Revs have Lancaster 4 more times, all at home. That's in late August. This series ends the regular season meetings with Sugarland, but they do still play Long Island and New Britain a good bit. 3-0, and that's over the inner half, a strike. They will see New Britain in a little over a week at home. Still have 9 meetings with them, 6 at home in the second half. Here's the 3-1, and it misses high. Castillo walks. He's a 1-out base runner, ends a streak of 6 straight retired. As Gage walks his first batter of the night, and Luis Cruz coming up. The Revs have 7 games remaining with Long Island, 4 road, 3 home. And after a weekend series which begins September against Long Island, the Revs finish against the Road Warriors and the Patriots, 2 series apiece. Pitch to Cruz is over, but low apparently. Boy, that was close. Ball 1. So while it's a little disappointing that they don't have division games late in the year, they do have Long Island and New Britain a good bit, and those could be some really important late season games. Pitch to Cruz is beaten foul, third base side. And I think that one went down off of his foot first. He'll walk it off. Circling around home plate. Reached on an infield hit and scored his first time tonight. Revs are down 3-1 here in the 5th inning. They won 4-1 last night. 3-game winning streak entering play. The Revs are 3 games above 500. As Gage sets and deals home, and a swing and a foul tip off of Norris's glove, 1-2. Sometimes you'll get teams around 500 that have a long winning streak or 2 and a long losing streak or 2. This team has not. Tonight they're trying to tie their longest winning streak of the year at 4. trying to tie it for the third time. Their longest losing streak is 4 twice. Longest winning streak so far is 4 twice. A throw over to first. Castillo back standing. Gage sets at the belt. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a flare to right. Base hit for Cruz. Castillo will stop at second. And the Revs with 2 on and 1 out. Luis Cruz, 2 for 2 tonight. He goes the other way again, similar to his RBI single in last night's game. He's now 7 for 13 his last 4 games played. 2 on for Mitchell at the top of the order. Down by 2 here in the middle stages of the game. And you heard Mace on the pregame tonight talk about Cruz as Corey Donnell, the pitching coach, emerges. He'll make a visit. And Cruz had been... I'm sorry, I was just taken aback by the plate on John Sevier. He's got way more hair tucked under his hat than it appears that he's got. He's got like a Rami Lewis mohawk under that hat when he took off the mask. But I heard Mace pregame talk about Cruz, who's going to get frontline duty for now, and he's trying to take it and run with it. He had been splitting time for much of the year with Tyler Clark, who unfortunately is lost for at least a month. Some damage to his left ring finger on a catcher's interference last weekend on our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. And Tejeda, who hopefully won't be inactive for too long, but he is. Pitch to Mitchell is up, and it's ball 1. Tejeda, they're hoping to have back really in the next couple of weeks. They had to go through the visa process again. The 1-0, and a swing and a scraper foul over toward the Revs dugout. The rest of our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report, Jay Goss and Frank DiGiulio Jr. out with the elbow injuries. Mitchell 1 for 2 tonight. Revs down 3-1 in the 5th. First and second, 1 out. And Gage deals and misses high. 2-1. Skeeters 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Revs 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. Still some sunlight in center and left, and very deep right. The rest of the field now in shadows. The 2-1, and a changeup across for a strike. Haven't seen a lot of those from Gage yet tonight. It's been more cutters, sliders, fastballs. The outfield areas for the fans are still all in sunlight. The play area, the sprinkler park in right center, the lawn in right. The 2-2, and a swing and a high fly, left center field. Barnes will coast back, hit fairly deep, but he's got it. Castillo's going to tag and head to third. Throw goes into second, and it'll be first and third with 2 outs. And Mitchell flies out, hit it pretty well the other way. Castillo does move up a bag on it at least. And with 2 down, Alexi Castillo will try to at least get Castillo in from third. Alexi a strikeout in the first, and then in the third, driving in the Revs' only run thus far, a sac fly, which came on a 3-0 green light. Skeeters do have a right-hander up. We assume it's Dallas Beeler who's back. And doesn't seem to be throwing hard yet, so maybe getting ready for the 6th inning. First pitch. Down and in, and Castillo dancing and diving across the plate, avoiding his ankles getting hit. Norris made the pick to save a run for the moment. 1 ball, no strikes. Castillo at third. He walked earlier in the inning. Cruz on at first, who singled. Gage, a look over at third, comes set. The 1-0, and a line drive down the line in left, but foul. Castillo pretty well out in front. Hit it to the top of the stands in left. Ball and a strike to him. Gage, a look over at third as he gets into his stretch. The 1-1, and he backdoored the cutter. It's a called strike. Castillo squatting down, taking a close look at it. That was a tough pitch. 1-2. Not much you can do with that. Big spot here. Revs trying to answer back with something. Pitch. And a line drive. Oh, it hits the umpire, Eric Davis. Ricochets into left. Castillo scores. Cruz is going to make it to third. He's going to be called back to second base, though, because it hit the umpire. But it's an RBI single for Alexi Castillo, and it's a 3-2 game here in the 5th inning. Davis got smoked, couldn't get out of the way. He's going to use his judgment to say that Cruz would not have moved up if not for him. But Alexi scalded that ball, and he's driven in both for the Revs. It's a 1-run game. If not for Davis standing in front of short, it would have been an RBI single into center. Over toward left center. Davis couldn't get out of the way. It bounced right off of him and slowed down in shallow left, which did allow Cruz to get an extra base. So Davis sends him back to second, but Castillo's driven in both. 3-2, and it's first and second for Dotel. Pitch, it is a fastball and a called strike. Castillo ripped it. He continues to swing a hot bat. And Castillo does score after drawing the Revs' first walk of the night. Here's the 0-1, and that's inside. Dotel starts the hands but holds him back. A 3-2 game. Dotel tonight, 2 at-bats, 2 groundouts to second. 1-1, breaking ball, chopped to short. Rondon to his left, scooting right towards second. He'll run right there with the glove, holding the ball, and he beats Castillo to the bag for an inning-ending force. But the Revs get a run on 2 hits, 2-man left. And within a run, once again, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sugarland 3, York 2.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Show your patriotism and Rev spirit with the new York Revolution Hat Pack. Get 6 undated ticket vouchers to use any way you'd like and 2 parking passes, plus an exclusive Revolution hat featuring the Revs logo in red, white, and blue. It's an exclusive design from York's own Legacy Athletic and one you can only get through this special offer. The Revs Hat Pack. 6 game ticket vouchers, 2 parking passes, and an exclusive Revolution baseball cap, all for just $75. Get yours while supplies last at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Three to 2, Revs within a run as we go to the bottom half of the 5th. Lexi Castillo, the RBI single off of the third base umpire, who's fine. Eric Davis, a big fella, gives a thumbs up to somebody in the stands checking on him. And Severino back to work. First pitch to Juan Silverio. He shows a bunt, and it looked like a slider right over the plate. And it fooled the plate on. Ball 1. Silverio singled and scored in the first. Solo homer in the third. The 1-0. And it misses down and away. Severino has gotten squeezed on the leadoff hitter on at least one pitch, now in back-to-back innings. Here's the 2-0. And that one's across for a strike. Last inning, Norris ended up walking. And that walk, the first of the night for Dom, did score. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a nubbing ground ball to second. Alexi's got to scoot forward. He gloves and sidearms to first in time to get him. One away. Silverio out on a squibber. Hit off the end of the bat. In the top half of this inning, Gage walked his first, and the Revs made that run score. Last night, they drew 6 walks, which helped. On top of their 10 hits, they had base runners all night. Left 12, but won the game 4-1. Here's Jansanti, first pitch, waved out and missed. A slider from Dom that had him out early. And Jansanti, a guy that you want to go off speed early in the count to as much as anybody. He is looking to hammer it early in the count. The 0-1. Swings and lines a base hit up the middle. Into center field, he is 2 for 3. Wanted that one down and away, maybe just a little too much plate. Now a 1-out base runner for Courtney Hawkins. Had a sac fly in the first, popped up in the third. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the official transportation provider of the Revs. And a move to first. Jansanti scoots back, standing up. I hear that Don is going to be on vacation for a bit. And somebody else is going to have to provide our basket of Jolly Ranchers when we get on the bus. Another move to first, and Jansanti back standing again. It was not Don who picked us up in the wee hours of yesterday morning. Severino holds, and the pitch. It is down low. Hawkins, you've heard a lot about him this year. Tied for the league lead in homers, leads in RBIs. Former first rounder of the White Sox. But he topped out at Double-A. He was at Double-A Birmingham earlier this year. Another move to first, and again, Jansanti dives in. He does have 1 steal already tonight, back in the first inning. which gives him 18 for the year, only thrown out 3 times. Severino the stretch. Here's the 1-0, fakes going, and the pitch is just outside, and now Dom getting a little more frustrated as he exhales and takes an exasperated look over toward the Revs dugout. Like, come on, why is this zone closing up? 2-0 on Hawkins. Here's the stretch. And they go away again. And the pitch, it is swung on, popped up foul, backing out of play. You definitely want to pitch right-hand hitters away a lot in this park. You still have to come in with a purpose, obviously, but left field quite reachable here, especially for a guy like Hawkins. Right field is a graveyard for fly balls. It's huge, and the wind comes in from right almost every night. Another throw to first. Jansanti back standing. Hawkins hit an inside the park home run in his first career at bat with Sugar Land. Jansanti's starting to flinch, doesn't run, pitches up and in, off Cruz's glove. He'll scamper to his left and pick up. As Jansanti stays at first, that one in close on Hawkins, who wears sports specs at the plate. Some eyewear, white frame. 3 balls and a strike on him now. A guy you want to be careful with, but now the count is in his favor. Here's the stretch. The 3-1, and he swings and misses. Good fastball from Dom, stayed out of his wheelhouse. Hawkins was a 13th overall pick out of Mary Carroll High School in Corpus Christi back in 2012. He was rated their #1 prospect at the beginning of his second pro season by Baseball America. But did only make it to Double-A. Now ready, the payoff pitch. Runner goes, and it misses low. Ball 4. Jansanti will slow it down as he walks into second, and Hawkins will head down to first. 2 on with 1 out. Second walk of the night from Severino, and Matt Chavez to the plate next. Chavez, 2 balls hit on the ground on the left side of the infield, a ground out, and then 1 to third base, on which he reached on a throwing error. Fletch will call time and head out for a chat. A big spot here. Revs down a run, 3-2. They just scored to get to within 1. And Chavez coming up has the second highest hit total in the league, even though it's maybe tailed off just a little bit of late. And Skeeters did hit on the field today, and it looked like Pete Incaviglia spent a lot of his time individually with Chavez going over some swing mechanics. Severino right now at 82 pitches here with 1 out in the 5th, 51 strikes, 31 balls. Mound visit concludes. First and second with 1 out. As Chavez digs in, trying to keep it a 1-run score. Severino stares and now sets as is signed from Cruz. Here's the first pitch, and it's down in the dirt. handled by Cruz, who drops down with it. Chavez, an all-star selection. Last year played with the Wichita Wingnuts in the American Association. He's over from that league. He has hit .364 here at home this season. Severino ready. The 1-0, both runners go. It's low. Cruz the throw to third in the dirt. Castillo makes the pick, but falling down. Can't get the tag on Jansanti before his cleats hit third. It's a double steal, and it's second and third with one out. Jansanti's second steal of the night. Hawkins moves up behind him. The Skeeters have stolen 5 bases now. They can be even more aggressive in the running game now and trying to pad their stats. They're in the postseason. Infield comes in. The 2-0. It's a fastball right on the black, a called strike. Hawkins steal his 10th, Jansanti his 19th. And Cruz a little low in the throw. Castillo's first task was to make sure he picked it and didn't let it go up the line. He accomplished that, but couldn't get the tag on. Here's the 2-1. And a swing and a high fly, right center field. That'll score a run. Witherspoon has to chase it pretty deep out there. Catch is made. He'll spin and heave it in. But Jansanti tags from third and comes home. Hawkins goes to third. Sac fly for Matt Chavez. It's 4-2. And the double steal directly leads to a run. And the Skeeters again answer in the same half inning in which the Revs scored. Now, he hit that one deep, and a lot of parks in this league, that one might even be gone. Towering fly that took Spoon back deep toward the track in right center, even with that wind coming in from right. Here's Cordero, runner at third, 2 outs. First pitch, oh, a swing and a foul tip. And it hit Cruz's mask on the side and glanced off. He will stretch his jaw as John Sevier gives him a moment, brushes the plate. Cordero, a foul out to left and a ground out to second tonight. Severino, the stretch. Here's the 0-1. And up high and away, off the glove of Cruz. He'll chase it hard to his left. Upset with himself that he didn't catch it, but running toward Hawkins, the runner at third, he keeps him there. Skeeters with their second sac fly as a team tonight. The Revs have one as well. Severino ready. The 1-1 and a swing and a foul back. Slider there that Cordero fouls off. Four to 2 Sugarland here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They have now scored in 4 of the 5 innings. Revs have Joe Van Meter loosening. It's been a high pitch count night for Dunn. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a pop-up as Cordero slams the bat down. Castillo over behind Burgess, and he snatches it as he whips the glove down just inside the line behind the infield dirt. Pop-up to the second baseman ends the inning. But the Skeeters get a run back, and they do it on 1 hit, 1 man left. The last 2 innings, they have scored 2 runs on a total of 1 hit. And we go to the 6th. Looks like Beeler coming in for the Skeeters. They now lead it 4-2.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC. 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia. NMLS ID 2925. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
I'm a chef. Pleasing my patrons' palates is paradise. But lately, when I hear a cheer from the dining room, it's Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Sure, it could be my veggie lasagna, but chances are it's customers picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and you can enjoy it as an appetizer or a main course. Hey, everything tastes better with winning. Keno, it's here. Played at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Out of the sixth inning, right-hander Dallas Beeler is the new pitcher for Sugarland. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He is back after a stint in the Royals system. Revs down 4-2. Malky Mesa leads it off. First pitch of the inning, it is over for a strike. Beeler, a smooth delivery, easy flow to it. Another guy that doesn't look like he's overthrowing at all. Overhead wind, he deals. And a curveball chopped toward the line at third. Backhand pick, Silverio. He steadies and guns him down at first. What a play. One down here in the sixth. He was off the line a little bit. When that pitch was thrown, he went toward the line, backhanded a short hop. And then maybe as impressive as anything, he had to hurry over there. Some guys will have the feet still shuffling about. He was able to break it down and get set and throw a dart across. One down, here's Burgess. The whole infield moving to the right as he made his way up. Jan Santi will stand a couple steps back in right field. But not an overshift, just a pull defense. First pitch is down low. Burgess 0 for 2 tonight. Beeler was 6-1 with a 1.99 ERA. 12 outings, 8 starts when he got signed. Pitch, swinging a liner on a hop at second, hits softly. Jan Santi nonchalantly gloves and throws to first, 2 away. As Burgess got jammed and hit a soft little one hopper at second. 2 ground outs for Beeler, who was selected to the All-Star game, but when the Royals signed him, that opened up Mitch Atkins' spot. Beeler was the Atlantic League Pitcher of the Month in June. He was at AA Northwest Arkansas in the Royals system. I bet that's hot at this time of year. Here's Ryan Dent. First pitch fastball is low. Dent has swung at the first pitch both times. Single in the second, broken bat ground out in the fourth off lefty Matt Gage, who went 5. There's the 1-0. And a swing and a tapper back to Beeler. He waits for it, gloves it, runs to first, and underhands it off to end the inning. 3 ground outs in a 1-2-3 inning for Beeler in his return to Sugarland. Revs go down very quickly. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-2, Sugarland on top.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland, and go online to FuscoProBaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio. WOYK 1350, baby.
Head to the bottom of the sixth. It is a 4-2 Sugarland lead. Joe Van Meter coming in. It's about 9 o'clock back home. We'll pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Van Meter in the game. Severino goes 5. Giving up 4 runs. All were earned tonight. 6 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. And there were a couple of hidden bases that hurt him tonight, such as a wild pitch that scored a run in the 4th, double steal that led to a run in the 5th. First pitch to Derek Norris. He swings and misses. Norris a ground out in his first at bat, then walked, stole a base, scored on a wild pitch in the 4th. Van Meter to the belt. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a fly ball the other way and right. Mitchell backs up. He'll cut off his backtrack, though, and make the play. 1 down out in front of the Revs bullpen seating. Got the fencing like the big league style bullpens here. Pitchers sit behind the outfield wall and can watch the game through it. 1 down. Here is Dennis Phipps, who's 1 for 2. Singled in the 2nd, grounded out to Severino in the 4th. Van Meter the pitch. It is down and away, a breaking ball. Sun has set. Still daylight here to be had, but the fielder is no longer dealing with the sun setting behind the stadium. 1-0. That misses high and away. Van Meter 2-3, 5.14 ERA, 21 outings, 7 starts. One of his season highlights was in this park June 1st, the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Phipps lets it fly on a fastball and whiffed. Joe found out the night before when Detweiler was signed by the Mariners that he would be needed to start. And he performed great. The 2-1 and a swing and a foul tip off Cruz's glove and on back. That night, here. He went 4 1/3, but it was his first start. Only 2 runs. 1 was after he exited, and he struck out 8. Walked only 1. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3 fastballs in a row after he fell behind him, and Phipps swings through all of them. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Alvaro Rondon to the plate. 4-2, Sugarland on top here in the bottom of the 6th. Rondon tonight 1 for 2, bunt single and a steal before being left on in the 2nd inning. As Van Meter steps off. Now the first pitch, showed a bunt, and he has to dance back. It was down and in near his shins. Good job of making Rondon a little uncomfortable after bunting for a hit earlier and showing that he might try to do it again. (1-0), swings and fouls it, back and out of play. Van Meter in that start here on June 1st at one point struck out 5 in a row. It's the 1-1, and Rondon bunts it down to first, but hard, and it rolls right to Burgess, who gloves it with his left foot on the first base bag. And it's basically like a ground out to first to end the inning, even though he tried to bunt his way on. 1-2-3-6 for Joe Van Meter. Looks sharp tonight. We go to the 7th. Revs trail here in Texas 4-2.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Out of the 7th inning, 4-2. Sugarland on top. Travis Witherspoon leads off. Beeler is in for the long haul for now. First pitch is down and away. After a very quick 1-2-3-6. But he was an all-star starter for them before he was picked up. 1-0. And it's a called strike in on Witherspoon, who has been struck out both times tonight. Beeler struggled in the Royals system and got released. 1-1, and Witherspoon shows bunt, lets it go down and away. He's 0-2 with a 13.50 ERA and 4 outings, 2 starts. 2-1 and a grounder yank foul behind Polo at third as he went down and in on Witherspoon. You generally don't want your ERA to be the number of our radio station. I remember when we saw Beeler here in early June, somebody remembered him and said that he kind of looked like Roy Halladay in the face, and his delivery does a little bit also. The way he gathers himself on the leg lift. The tempo may be a little slower. He deals, and a curveball inside, 3-2. Also, the way he brings the hands up over the head, he goes part way, not the whole way back the way Halladay did. The payoff pitch and a called third strike. Fastball away, Witherspoon rung up. He went hopping up and down thinking maybe that was ball 4, but not the way that John Sevier saw it. 1 down here in the 7th inning. The Skeeters have struck him out now 3 times tonight. Beeler has retired all 4 that he's faced. And here is Henry Castillo, who will turn and bat from the left. It's another reason the Revs like Castillo's addition. He can play all the infield spots and he can switch hit. Tonight 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. First pitch is chipped foul back behind the plate. Beeler has been to the majors with the Cubs, 2014 and 15. There's the wind, the 0-1. Breaking ball missed outside. 28 years old, 6'5" righty from Tulsa, Oklahoma. 41st round pick of the Cubs in 2010 out of Oral Roberts University. He fires, and a swing and a broken bat. Flare right side. Chavez catches it on the fly. Coming away from first base in front of the second baseman, Jan Santi, who would have had to play it on a bound. Chavez got there on the fly and catches the broken bat Flare. 2 down. Beeler had won his final 4 starts before being signed. He beat the Revs. Only time he faced them, June 3rd. 7 scoreless, 3 hits, struck out 10, and walked none. Here's Luis Cruz, who's 2 for 2 with a run. First pitch, breaking ball, it's a called strike. Cruz has 2 of the 5 hits for the Revs tonight. The 0-1 and a swing and a foul tip to the net. Revs down 4-2, 7th inning. Beeler went 8 no-hit innings against Lancaster in his final start before being signed. 8 no-hit innings. He deals. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he looks good. Coming back to the Skeeters tonight. 6 up, 6 down, 2 strikeouts this inning. It's Cruz on the curveball there. And it is stretch time here in Sugar Land. It's the Skeeters 4 and the Revs 2.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Four to 2 Sugarland. We head to the bottom of the 7th tonight. Ricardo Gomez is in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Van Meter 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. Now Gomez, who will work for the first time since Sunday. And tonight, moving up the Atlantic League's all-time list. This will be the 312th appearance of his Atlantic League career. Moves ahead of Ben Grzelowski for second in league history. Number 312. Only Ross Peoples has appeared in more, 374. Congratulations to Gomez, who is now second all-time upon this first pitch, and it's a swing and a miss from Barrett Barnes trying to jack the first one. Top of the order. Barnes 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. 29th outing this season for Gomez. Here's the 0-1, and that's down low. He is second in league history. He's also second in Revs history in appearances. This is the 190th of his Revs career, 30 behind Stephen Penny, his former teammate. And a slider bends in at the knees, a called strike. It is 1-2. 4-2 Sugarland here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Gomez ready and fires, and a swing and a ground ball up the middle, backhanded. Castillo fires to first in time. Got Barnes to hit that one off the end of the bat, rolls it toward Castillo up the middle from second. 1 up, 1 down. Gomez this year 2-1, a 4.94 ERA. 27 and a third innings, 35 strikeouts. Strikeout totals way high of late. But a ground out to begin his outing tonight. Here is Juan Silverio, who's 2 for 3 with a solo homer. First pitch slider, it is a called strike. Gomez, multiple strikeouts in 11 of his last 13 outings. Pitch, and a swing and a miss. Slider down that Silverio fans on. Gomez ready. Here's the 0-2. And he yanked it down and away. Fastball. A guy who has really piled up the strikeouts here lately, like Gomez has been doing, his grand sides. He struck out the side last night, and his last 3 outings now, he's got 7 Ks in 3 innings, 7 of his 9 outs. There's the 1-2, and a swing and a bouncer over the mound. Dent will scoot up the middle from short, throws off his right foot and got him. What a play. Dent on the move, hard to his left from right behind second. And on that smooth move up the middle, he transferred, threw off his right foot while going sideways, and gets the out. 2 up, 2 down on ground balls here in the 7th. And here is Jan Santee. First pitch, slider inside. Gomez has struck out 25 and has walked only 3 in his last 13 outings. 2 ground outs there tonight. He'll take it. The 1-0. It's a slider for a called strike. Revs down 4-2, bottom 7. Jan Santee 2 for 3, 2 steals and a run scored. The pitch to him. It's a called strike at the knees. He was loading up, didn't pull the trigger. And Gomez now ahead of him. Jan Santee had been struggling recently, but he's had a good night tonight. Gomez ready. The 1-2. And a slider just outside on the break. Pink in the sky as the sun sets. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a pop-up foul. Burgess turns, races back. Mitchell over from right, lost his hat. Approaching the tarp, and it lands 3 rows in. Down in the first section along the line in right. Twilight here, the lights taking over. Here at Constellation Field, they will have a country concert post-game under the lights. As we told you, country artist Roger Craig. Folks around here excited about that when they announced it mid-game. Got a big applause as Jan Santee backs out. I can't say I know anything about it, but there's the 2-2. And it's yanked foul. It hit Juice Gums, the third base coach, in the foot. And he points out to the field, says, hit it out there. You ought to give Jan Santee some punishment early work for that. Right off the foot. Another 2-2, and it misses down and away. There's so many near misses, but tonight we've seen the third base umpire hit with a liner, and now the third base coach on the same night. Both are fine, but payoff pitch. It is just down and away, and Gomez, his mouth wide open and stunned silence as he thought he had him struck out there. I think eventually he said, come on. A 2-out walk. And here's Courtney Hawkins, who did hit a 2-run homer off Gomez in York last Sunday, the last appearance that he made. Hawkins tonight 0 for 1, a sac fly, a walk, and a steal. And Gomez the pitch. Fastball away. Delayed steal. Cruz throws. Castillo reaching, and safe is the call. And the Revs can't believe that either. Stolen base number 6 on the night for Sugarland, and Jan Santee's 3rd of the game. Boy, that sure is irritating. And a delayed steal this time. And Cruz's throw was pretty good. Pretty much on the money. Castillo coming over. Maybe overran second by a fraction of a step. Reached back, and he was called safe on the slide. Here's a ball low, 2-0. But the Revs infield, including Castillo and Gomez, still couldn't believe it. They thought Alexi got the glove on that shin. dugout had their arms up. Here's the 2-0, and a slider bends in for a strike. It is not a Revs team that whines and complains at all, though, unlike some other teams in the league. Here's the 2-1, and a ground ball foul past third. That'll go all the way into the corner. Dotel will retrieve it. 2-2 with a runner at second and 2 outs. Gomez trying to deny the Skeeters of an insurance run. Failed to take notice if they got one of their late inning guys up for the 8th or if they're going to stay with Beeler. Here's the 2-2. Fastball upstairs. Another full count with 2 outs. Gomez trying to end the inning here. He's set. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a pop-up foul straight back, but out of play. Cruz took the mask off to find it, but that was well back. See some country hats down in the front row. Folks getting ready for that post-game concert tonight. Gomez nods yes, he's ready. Another 3-2. Jansanti breaks for third and a swing and a miss. Hawkins goes after a slider, strike 3. He flips the bat away in disgust. I don't know if he's upset with himself or if the stolen base attempt distracted him. If he wasn't happy with Jansanti there. It's a scoreless 7th for Gomez as he moves into second in league history in appearances tonight. 1 man left on. We go to the 8th. It is still Beeler, and it is still 4-2 Sugarland.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Out of the 8th, 4-2. Sugarland still in front. Beeler's still in. Mitchell up. First pitch, curve is away. It is ball 1. Now Beeler, all-star starting pitcher selection, pitching in relief tonight. 1, 2, 3, 6th, and 7th. He deals, and it's inside, crowding Mitchell, who starts the hands but backs away. 2-0. Beeler returning from the Royals system. Mitchell 1 for 3 tonight. There's the wind, the 2-0. And a swing and a bouncing ball toward the middle. Jansanti circles it, off-balance throw, gets him by a step. As he cut over from second, circled it, got a little momentum, not really toward first, but at least straight in, not away from first, and threw it on the run. 7 up, 7 down for Dallas Beeler here tonight. And again, the last time he pitched here, he went 8 no-hit innings against Lancaster. He's picked up where he left off. Here's Castillo, who's 1 for 2. Both RBIs for York, a sac fly in the third, an RBI single in the fifth. First pitch, he shortened, shows a bunt, and Beeler misses low. The base hit in the fifth inning are Jimmy John's delivery of the game. Casillas has been an on-base machine of late, and tonight driving in both for York. There's the wind, the 1-0. He shortens again, pulls back, takes a look at it, and it's in for a strike. Down around the knees, 1-1. Silverio at the edge of the grass at third base. There's the wind, the 1-1, and a breaking ball bounced up the middle. Jansanti backhands, fires from there, not in time this time. Casillas safe at first, his second hit of the night. It's an infield hit, and the Revs will bring the tying run to the plate. Jansanti backhanded it, made a great effort, straight behind second base, and then from the shortstop side, trying to make that overhand throw, but Castillo legs it out. That time just a little too difficult and too good of a runner. Here's Dotel, who's 0 for 3. He is the tying run. On the first pitch, swing, and he pops it up, foul ground. Chavez back from first toward the stands and out of room, lands 4 rows in. Jimmy John's now delivers from 3 locations in York, 970 Laux Road, 2058 South Queen Street, and 150 Memory Lane. Jimmy John's, where fresh and fast meet. No balls and a strike on Dotel. He is the tying run. Revs down 4-2 here in the 8th. Here's the stretch. The 0-1 and a swing and a tapper foul behind the plate. Beeler last year had some pretty bad surgery. It's the 0-2 and a curveball, just got a piece. Dotel did. He bounces a foul back. No, I don't know if you ever say it. Boy, that surgery was great. But he was rehabbing from ulnar nerve transition surgery. Nerves in his elbow. Did not pitch at all last year. Throw to first, and on the dive back is Castillo. Prior to this year, he last pitched at AAA Iowa in the Cubs system in June of 2016. Five starts at the big league level, 0-3, ERA of 6.05, but he made it. And a throw over, Castillo dives in again. In his minor league career, ERA in the 3s, 3.68. Now set. Another 0-2, it's low. Fastball, Dotel putting forth a good battle behind in the count. Almost nightfall here. The Revs trying to mount a comeback late. 1 on, 1 out here in the 8th inning, down 2. Castillo leads, Chavez holds. Beeler throws over again. And Castillo dives back. Paying a lot of attention to Castillo over at first base. He'll jog over to the bag and replace some dirt. And now the stretch. Pitch to Dotel. A swing and a grounder the other way. Jansanti to his left. Comes up with it. Throws to second. They get the lead out. That's all. They were a double play depth, so. And it hit right toward where a second baseman normally would play. Jansanti had to go slightly to his left and then turn and throw back. They do get the lead out. 4-6 on the fielder's choice, and Dotel is on, and that makes Malky Mesa the tying run. Down 4-2 in the 8th inning. Mesa 0 for 3 tonight. The Revs 3-4-5 hitters held to 0 for 10 at this point by Gage and now Beeler. Mesa's the first that Beeler had faced. He got him to ground out in the 6th inning as he fires over. Dotel back standing. Mesa tonight 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a K. Did have a 2-hit game here last night. There's the stretch. Another move to first, and Dotel back standing. Beeler throwing it pretty hard over to Chavez, the first baseman. Like Dotel almost slipped at the back corner of the bag, but stayed on. Jansanti at second again, way up the middle. Now the first pitch. Dotel fakes going, and Mesa fouls it back to the backstop. Dotel didn't even have a lead when that pitch was thrown. And he took off like a sprinter out of the gate, but only took 3 steps. A fake. Maybe making a point after all those pickoff throws over. The stretch. The 0-1, and it's down low. Mesa slaps his front leg as a reminder. Maybe didn't like the little flinch that he took on that pitch. Now climbs back in. The 1-1 swing, and he fouls it off over the first base roof. When the Revs were here back in early June, that's when Mesa's quad first tightened up. And he battled through that for about a month. But he had to be scratched from the lineup the game that the Revs faced Beeler, and he dealt against the Mesa-less Revs lineup. But it wasn't his best. He had that 8 no-hit inning performance. Here's a swing and a ground ball, left side cut off. Silverio from third. He spins and throws and got him at first. And he's played some great defense behind Beeler. 2 good plays, both on Mesa tonight at third base. This one cut off to his left, and he spun and made the throw to first. No runs, 1 infield hit, and 1 left, and if the Revs come back tonight, it'll have to be in the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Sugarland 4, York 2.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Neighbors not so neighborly anymore? Sick of the size of your current home? Is renting feeling like a relentless waste of money? Agent Adam knows the feeling. With a 100% contract-to-close track record, Agent Adam and Housebroker Realty will sell your home quickly and help you buyers explore new home ownership with confidence. Go to agentadamsells.com or call 717-757-9999 and ask for Agent Adam personally. That's agentadamsells.com or 717-757-9999.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the eighth, we'll see the second appearance for Josh Blanco in a Revs uniform. The lefty takes over. Had a scoreless inning at home against the Road Warriors Thursday night. Had one hit, one walk, and one strikeout. The 28-year-old takes over, facing Matt Chavez, who's up first. Blanco from El Paso, Texas. Chavez 0 for 2 with a sac fly tonight. Blanco was a 6th-round pick of the Angels in 2008 out of high school in El Paso. And his first pitch tonight, fastball, it's a called strike. He was with Winnipeg in the American Association earlier this year, 14 appearances there. He was in that league with the Texas Air Hogs last year in Grand Prairie, Texas. The 0-1 breaking ball, it's a little bit low. He maybe wanted that, didn't get it. Now set at the belt. The 1-1. Swinging a high fly left field. Dotel back. This one's deep. Along the track. He turns and it's gone. A home run. Matt Chavez launches a towering shot that gets over the picnic porch in left. And it's caught by a fan in the front row of the picnic area. It's 5-2. His 7th of the year. And the Skeeters have an insurance run here in the 8th. Their second home run of the night. League leading 82nd as a team this year. And here's Albert Cordero. He'll bat from the right. 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch from Blanco, a foul back against the netting. Blanco 6'2" lefty, deep breath, he fires, and a swing and a foul tip into the mid of Cruz. He got Cordero to extend the zone a bit down low. It's 0-2. There were a few years where Blanco was out of baseball. He came back in the Can-Am League 2015, had a good year with Ottawa. He deals and misses up high, 1-2. And that got him a look in the Rangers system the following year. And in the American Association the last couple of seasons. And now here. 1-2. Swinging a foul back, out of play. Drafted out of Franklin High School in El Paso. And he briefly did pitch for a team in El Paso that used to be in the American Association. That's now a AAA city. Padres have their AAA team there, the Chihuahuas. Now he fires And a swing and a fly ball, right center field, fading for Witherspoon, who runs it down. It carries medium deep, but Spoon had it all the way. Gliding right along with it, one down. It's the El Paso Diablos when Blanco made 2 starts for them in the American Association. Here is Derek Norris, who's 0 for 2 with a walk, a steal, and a run scored. Blanco the pitch, fastball, it's a called strike. Revs down 5-2 here in the 8th. And the pitch, down and in, Cruz really had to reach. Revs now have Blanco and Westfall in the bullpen as lefties. Mike McGee not on this trip. He is inactive, but signed him recently as well. 1-1, breaking ball a little low. Revs in the 9th will have Burgess, Dent, Witherspoon up. Skeeters have a righty throwing. Can't tell from here if it's Paulino, their closer. Would assume so. Here's the 2-1. Fastball in tight. Sugarland looking to even this series, put the Revs 2.5 back again. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Lancaster lost at home to New Britain 9-3. Pitch to Norris is high and away, ball 4. So he walks for the 2nd time tonight. And Dennis Phipps to the plate. Barnstormers have now lost 3 straight. If Sugarland wins, they'll be 5 back in the division. Revs would still be 3.5 behind Lancaster for the top wild card position. Phipps tonight 1 for 3. And Blanco delivers. Fastball in for a strike. If the Revs lose, New Britain would move a game in front of York for the final potential wild card spot. New Britain 5 back and the Liberty in 3rd. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Slider in by the back foot. As Phipps wailed on that one, 0-2. Somerset leads the Road Warriors 6-2 in the 8th. Southern Maryland has beaten Long Island 6-3. If the Revs fall, they would still be 2 ahead of Long Island in wild card positioning. Here's the 0-2. And a backdoor slider, but it stayed out. Southern Maryland with that win, ending a 3-game skid. And they entered the night 4.5 back. A final from Waldorf. Blanco the pitch. Swinging a high fly, left center field. Dotel over into the gap. It's deep, but he's got room and makes the play. 2 down. Just shy of the track in left center. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that'll bring up Alvaro Rondon, who's 1 for 3 with a bunt hit and a steal. Uh-oh. In that Southern Maryland game, their starting pitcher, Paul Clemens, and their manager, James Frisbee, ejected in the 5th. Oh. Pitch to Rondon is swung on and missed, a slider. Frisbee's had a lot of those this year. On the stretch, here's the 0-1. And it runs away. Another slider. A lot of sliders from Blanco. May said he was maybe yanking it a little bit in his debut on Thursday night. But he's in good hands with this coaching staff. It's the pitch, and a swing and a tapper softly toward first. Burgess gloves, reaches, and he got Rondon on the backside, trying to dive in head first under the tag, and the inning is over. That's a tough read for Burgess, really in between on the swinging bunt. Do you come up and risk Rondon running past you, or wait back? And will the ball get to you in time to make a tag? He read it perfectly. 1 run scores on the Chavez homer. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 9th. Revs trail 5-2.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running.
Flying feet.
Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 9th, and the Revs will indeed be facing Felipe Paulino. They need 3. They're down 5-2. Sugarland looking to even this series. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Burgess will be up first. Dallas Beeler, 3 innings, 1 infield hit. Tremendous return to the Skeeters for him. First pitch to Burgess, a breaking ball missed away. Beeler got him through the 3 mid to late game innings. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Paulino, who goes from the stretch, delivers 1-0, and a swing and a foul tip back to the netting. 20 saves for him. All-star closer, leads the league. 2 saves ahead of Lancaster's Matt Reynolds for the league lead. And his ERA is about half a run. 2-1 with a 0.51 ERA in 36 outings. Big league vet who started at the major league level earlier in his career. Now he's got a huge beard. And one of the veteran relievers in this league. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, I think. And it was also missed by the catcher, Derek Norris, who completely whiffed. Not sure he even got a glove on it. It went straight to the backstop. Paulino, 32 years old, native of Caracas, Venezuela. 35 1/3 innings this year, 2 earned runs, 5 total runs, only 15 hits, opponents 124. Here is the 1-2, and a swing and a foul tip in and out of the glove of Norris. Burgess stays alive by a hair. 12 walks, 48 strikeouts for Paulino. Paulino, 37 strikeouts his last 21 outings. He's ready, he deals. Inside, Burgess jumps back, 2-2. He's tied for 3rd in the league in appearances. Last year he had 16 saves with Sugarland, led the team. ERA was just under 2. This year, it's almost half a run. He fires, swing and a miss. High cutter gets Burgess swinging. And a strikeout begins the 9th. Back at it tomorrow. Mace is looking at the weekend as a 3-game series. The week is a 4-gamer, trying to win each one. Tomorrow, it's a 6:45 Eastern airtime again for us. First pitch, 7:05 Eastern. Mitch Atkins looking for some revenge on Sugarland from last Sunday. He'll face Matt Sergey. Here's Ryan Dent. First pitch, it is in at the knees, a called strike that draws a look back from Dent. He's 1 for 3 on the night. Paulino with the 0-1 and a check swing, dribbler foul over toward the Revs dugout. Atkins last Sunday had his 7-game winning streak snapped by Sugarland at home. Came 1 shy of matching the Revs record. We'll try to start a new one tomorrow night. Gets another crack at the Skeeters. Paulino with the 0-2, and it misses down and away. Paulino made his major league debut with Houston in 2007. 6 years in the majors, 13-34, 5.22 ERA. Did have some arm troubles. Here's the 1-2, and a fastball away. Dent starts and stops, lays off. Some of the home fans groaning about not getting that pitch. Paulino made 65 starts at the big league level earlier in his career. Now he's ready. Here's the 2-2. And he dumps it in the dirt. Dent works it full. Witherspoon on deck. Revs are down 5-2 in the 9th. Paulino pitched in the majors for Houston, Colorado, Kansas City, and the White Sox. He was last up in 2014. Now fires, and a swing and a towering pop-up. Left side and foul ground. Silverio over at the stands from 3rd, and that'll come down in the 4th row. As everybody leans out of the way, Dent's still alive. Paulino with Tommy John surgery earlier in his career. Pitched in Korea a couple years ago. Now set again, another 3-2 to Dent. And another foul popped up and back out of play. Dent continues to battle. Last year, Paulino was closing. Contract purchase to play in Mexico, but after a couple of months came back to Sugar Land, took back over as closer. Mark Haynes was closing in the meantime. Another 3-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. It took until he went to the hook on 3-2 to freeze Dent. He was locked up on it. And the Revs are down to their final out tonight. All right, 2 strikeouts for Paulino here in the 9th. Here's Witherspoon, who has been struck out all 3 times. Skeeter pitchers now 11 strikeouts in the game. And Spoon trying to keep the game alive. Down 5-2 in the 9th. Here's Paulino's first pitch. It's high and tight. Not only has Paulino played in Korea, but also Japan. Here's the 1-0. Fastball down. Two balls, no strikes. Paulino from the stretch. Comes home. And a fastball misses up. So Witherspoon looks at 3 straight balls. Paulino also at one point pitched for MLB's All-Star team that played exhibition games in Taiwan. He fires. And that's a fastball over for a strike, 3-1. That was 2011 that he did that. Revs down to their last out. Here's the 3-1. And a swing and a foul tip off the glove of Norris. Now they're down to their last strike. As Paulino comes back from 3-0 to make it 3-2. The score. And Paulino set. 3-2 pitch. It is down and away. Witherspoon on base. Works a 2-out walk. So the game will continue. Paulino was trying to strike out the side there. But Witherspoon would not be struck out for a 4th time on the night. He'll keep it alive for Henry Castillo. And tonight is now 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Makes him 2 for 8 to begin his time in York. Revs need one more base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. And the first pitch to Castillo, it's a little low. Luis Cruz is on deck. 5-2 our score here in the 9th. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Sugar Land. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error on York. Here's the 1-0, and it's a called strike, outside corner. Paulino looking for save number 21. He fires, and that's down low. 2 balls and a strike. He was last in a major league organization 2 years ago at AAA with the Indians. Now set, here's The 2-1, swing and a miss, fastball. Good rip from Castillo, but swings through it, and the Revs down to their final strike tonight. 2-2 with a runner at first, 2 outs in the 9th. Castillo trying to get the tying run to the plate. Jansanti at second. He's 2 or 3 steps back in the outfield grass again. Castillo batting left. Here's the 2-2. And a called third strike. Away. Paulino gets the call. Castillo just drops his shoulders and stands there in disbelief. Looked like it might have been outside, but the game is over. And Paulino strikes out the side for his 21st save of the year. Sugar Land evens this series at a win apiece. It's a 5-2 final here at Constellation Field tonight. For the Revs in the 9th, no runs, no hits, 1 left, 5-2 the final. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great tasting family tradition.
Hey guys, is it time to get your hair in the game? Time to claim your spot! Then it's time to check in online at sportclips.com/check-in for a fresh cut, legendary hot steam towel and massaging shampoo. Time to claim your spot! So do your hair a favor by checking in online and arrive just in time for your Sport Clips MVP haircut experience while you surround yourself with sports on TV. Get in line online at sportclips.com/check-in. Time to claim your spot!
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs fall tonight here at Sugar Land. 5-2 is the final. Darrell Henry back with you as we welcome you to the post-game show. Skeeters even this series. They go to 12-6 in the second half, 53-28 overall for the year, 35-10 in their home park. Revs fall to 9-8 in the second half. 3-game winning streak, snapped one short of matching a season high. 41-39 is the overall record for York as the Revs fall to 2.5 back of Sugar Land again. And now head-to-head, 5-9 against the Skeeters this season, 1-1 in this series with 5 games remaining. They're getting the concert stage set up in the Bud Light Ice House in right center for the Roger Craig post-game country concert. Fans will be permitted on the field to get up close and view that. And we recap things here in our game tonight. Skeeters scoring in the bottom of the first inning, taking the early lead. A sac fly from Courtney Hawkins for the game's first run. And the Revs would tie it couple of innings later in the third, Luis Cruz reaching on an infield hit. Jared Mitchell singled. Cruz a great job going first to third on it. On the ball hit toward right center, and Alexi Castillo a sac fly to tie the game 1-1 in the third inning. Did it on a 3-0 green light, but on the very first pitch in the bottom of the third, Sugarland went back on front, or in front. Juan Silverio, a first pitch home run to left, and that made it 2-1. Then in the fourth, it was the leadoff man reaching on a walk, Derek Norris, who then stole second, moved to third on a ground out for the second out, but scored with 2 outs on a wild pitch, which made it 3-1. Revs got a run back in the fifth inning as Henry Castillo walked with 1 out. Cruz singled to right. A fly ball moved the lead runner Castillo to third, and Alexi Castillo singled to bring him home on a line drive that hit the third base umpire, Eric Davis, standing out near short. Davis was fine. Castillo did get the RBI single on it, and that made it 3-2. He was our Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game here tonight. By the way, 2 for 3 with both RBIs for the Revs, a sac fly and an RBI single. But after climbing within 1 run, the Revs fell back behind by 2 as Sugarland got that run back in the bottom of the fifth inning. Anthony Jansanti, a 1-out single, a walk to Courtney Hawkins. Those two, then a double steal to make it second and third. And Matt Chavez, a sac fly to extend Sugarland's lead to 4-2. And it would stay that way as Matt Gage, the Skeeters starter, went 5, giving up 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 Ks for the win. Dallas Beeler handled the next 3 innings all scoreless. Only base runner came on Casillas' infield hit in the 8th as Beeler made a strong return from the Royals system with 3 scoreless innings. Van Meter and Gomez each a scoreless inning out of the Revs bullpen, but Matt Chavez greeted Josh Blanco with a home run to left field leading off the 8th. And that provided the final scoring tonight. Felipe Paulino then closing it out. Striking out the side in the 9th inning, issued a 2-out walk to Witherspoon, but nothing else. And that's how this one played out, with Sugarland winning it by a final score of 5-2. Final totals in this one tonight for the Skeeters: 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 on base. Revs 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6. Win went to Matt Gage in his Atlantic League debut, 1-0. Dominic Severino the loss, 4-6. He went 5, charged with 4 runs tonight. Paulino his 21st save. Time of the game, 2 hours, 59 minutes. Played in front of 5,472 at Constellation Field tonight. A 5-2 defeat for the Revs here this evening as they allow fans to make their way onto the field now for this post-game concert. And we'll wrap it up with our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Lancaster losing at home to New Britain 9-3. Southern Maryland beat Long Island 6-3 at Regency Furniture. And Somerset leads the Road Warriors 10-2. So assuming that one holds, the standings now in the Freedom, Sugarland 12-6. Revs are 2.5 back. Lancaster 4 back. Southern Maryland ends a 3-game skid, moving within 3.5. Liberty Division, Somerset will be 15-4 and up again by 5 over Long Island. New Britain pulls into a tie for second tonight, 5 back as well. And in the overall standings, may as well start to look at it just in case. Revs obviously want to win the second half, but there are other ways to get in. And with Lancaster losing, the Revs are still 3.5 behind Lancaster for the first wild card spot. With New Britain winning, the Revs are now 1 game behind the Bees for a potential second wild card spot. Still 2 games in front of Long Island in that race. And the Revs will look to win the weekend portion of this series with another game coming up tomorrow night. We'll check the Major League scores before we wrap things up tonight as well. Yankees tied with the Royals 4-4 in the 8th, game 2 of a doubleheader in the Bronx. The Royals won the opening game 10-5 in New York earlier today. Luis Severino, the loss for the Yankees, now 14-4. Red Sox lead the Twins 7-4 in the 8th at Fenway. White Sox on top of the Blue Jays 9-5 in the 8th inning in Chicago. The Dodgers are up 3-1 in Atlanta, that game in the 9th inning. Nationals and Marlins are tied 1-1 going to the bottom of the 9th inning in Miami. Rockies are up 3-1 hosting the A's in the 3rd at Coors Field. The Diamondbacks and Padres are tied at 4 in the 5th inning at Petco. Brewers a 5-0 lead in San Francisco. That game is in the bottom of the 4th. Angels all over the Mariners 8-1 in the 3rd inning in Southern California. Cardinals earlier today beat the Cubs 6-2. Marcelo Zuna hit a grand slam in that game for St. Louis. The Tigers a 2-1 victory over the Indians earlier this afternoon. Phillies lost in Cincinnati 6-2. Orioles beat the Rays 11-2. All of a sudden, the Orioles putting up some runs in bunches, at least against the Rays this weekend at Camden Yards they are. Pirates shut out the Mets 5-0. Final earlier at PNC, and the Rangers a 7-3 win. They beat Justin Verlander at Minute Maid Park in Houston. That is your York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. Final once again in our game, Revs fall here in Sugarland 5-2. This series even at a game apiece, and the Revs will try to win the weekend portion of it tomorrow. It'll be Mitch Atkins making the start. 7-4, 4.41 ERA. His 7-game winning streak snapped in York by the Skeeters a week ago. One shy of matching a Revs franchise record. He'll look to exact some revenge tomorrow night. Right-hander Matt Sergey goes for the Skeeters. He is 4-4 with an ERA of 4.16. Again, it'll be an hour earlier than the rest of the week. 6:45 Eastern airtime, 7:05 Eastern, the first pitch for us, and we hope you can join us then. Until tomorrow night, Darrell Henry saying so long from Sugarland. Once again, the final score, the Skeeters 5 and the Revs 2. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll talk to you tomorrow, 6:45 Eastern for the pregame, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Thank you for listening to the Atlantic League champion York Revolution on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Catch the Revs all season on York's only place for local sports. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse with player interviews and the manager Mark Mason every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out WOYK1350.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. The Atlantic League champion York Revolution, all season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. York.